Susie Kerr-Wright, the Cosmic Cupcake, with your forecast for December 1st through the 7th. Void of course moons this week are going to start on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. to Monday at 1:31 a.m. and the moon will then enter into Sagittarius and set up for our new moon this month at 7:22 p.m. And Tuesday, the moon goes void from 10:45 p.m. to Wednesday at 1:49 a.m. when it enters Sirius Capricorn. Friday at 12:31 a.m. The moon is void until 1:53 a.m. when it then shifts into Eclectic Aquarius. And finally, Saturday at 7:11 a.m. to 3:41 p.m. the moon stays void, and then it will move into Harmonious Libra. Lots of voids this week to pay attention to, especially if you're shopping. Take lists and try not to veer off of those lists during those times, or you may find yourself overspending on the wrong things. Mercury is the big player this week, however, trining Mars, making a nice aspect to Mars first, urging us to make some bold breakthroughs in some areas where we may seem to be stuck. Remember, you can't fix the problem if you stay in it, right? You got to step out of it a bit to find the solution. So how do we do that? Well, on Thursday, when Mercury makes his move into expansive Sagittarius, we get those aha moments coming to us. So if you're laboring under that, oh my God, what am I going to get folks for Christmas, which is always the eternal problem this time of year, ask friends, look online, branch out in different areas to find new ways. I know we're always all looking for that unique gift. It's not really so much about that. It's about coming up with a different perspective on how to find these gifts. So this year, I think a lot of people are going to be doing this, and this is really just the week to get that moving, get that thought process going. So now if it's other areas where you're feeling kind of stuck, okay, do the same thing. Ask acquaintances and friends, especially people who don't know you very well, for their opinions. Ask them, like, what do you do when you're feeling like this? Or, how did you break free from that old job when you really wanted to make that change, if that's something that you want to do? Ask those questions. We don't always think we do that. We kind of sit and think we're supposed to figure this stuff out in our own heads, and it gets really difficult. So, just reach out and again, make sure you're looking and asking from different sources than you typically would. So, one caveat in this process, though, is especially if you're looking for work and you're asking people about that, on Friday you may be exploring some new opportunity that seems too good to be true, and it very well could be. With Mercury square Neptune at that point, you may have this sense that you need to make a decision about something that you're just not really sure about. Don't make that decision. That new job could be like an MLM or something, one of those things that you really don't want to get involved in. So you're just not going to be clear-headed enough to proceed. Again, take your time. All you're doing this week is planting the seed, right? New moons are great for setting intention. Where do you want to go? You don't necessarily have to take an action this week. Your next big thing will be big, I'm sure, but you just want to make sure that it's totally affordable and something that's not going to just fizzle out after a few weeks. So use your spidey senses to nail it, okay? So by sign, here's your little key phrase for the week. Aries, make some space in your world for renewal. Taurus, delegate as much as possible. You're one of those people that really needs to reach out to other people. It's not something I know you like to do. So, Gemini, rediscovering your roots is going to give you a brand new perspective for the future. Cancer, assert yourself and stand strong. Nothing wrong with that. Remember, I've said this to you before, no is a complete sentence. Leo, check your motivations and things. Some of those old habits, addiction, behavior kind of stuff, if you're prone to that, will be in your face. But this week, you will intuitively understand and know what is best to do next. Virgo, trust the process. You're much farther along in things than you really feel like you are, and don't allow any discouragement to kind of creep in there and knock you off your path. Libra, pay attention to detail, especially in relationships. Do what you say this week because it's really going to matter. Scorpio, seek out those who offer you stability and solid advice. Stick with the winners, Scorps. They see the leader in you and they can help you develop it. Sagittarius, things that seemed like recent failures are going to pop up again and give you another opportunity to really catch the wave this time, or hop on a new one, whatever that looks like, but you're going to be revisiting some stuff here, so be alert. Capricorn, how satisfied are you that you've given things your best in recent weeks? Check this and revise quickly if you're not satisfied that you did give 100%, because rewards are very, very close at hand, so you want to feel like they're well deserved. Aquarius, sometimes, like this week, we just have to know that we're right and allow others to believe what they think. And it's kind of a similar message to what you had last week. So this is just one of those weeks where you just, okay? And don't rock the boat, because they'll figure it out later. So Pisces, you're in the flow, so don't let fear stop you. Sometimes when we catch those waves of energy, they're leading us just in the right direction. It feels very, very out of control, and that's right where you want to be this week. Okay, you're going to see your creations coming to life this week. Yes, Frankenstein monsters, whatever you're creating. Hopefully, it's a good thing, because it's going to happen. So, and that's all I got for you guys this week. If you want to see how these energies are pushing and pulling you personally in your own chart, because again, this is sun sign, ascendant, moon kind of stuff here, then you want to contact me, Susie Kerr-Wright, at astrogirl12.com. Call me at 615-415-8509. Schedule an appointment, or you can go to, if you go to my website, there's links to ways that you can make your own appointments through Bookio. That's Bookeo Bookio.com/astrogirl12, and you can make your own appointments, but don't make them very late at night, please. Somehow that screwed up this past week, and I don't take appointments very, very late at night. So anyways, you can do that. I can chat with you, phone, Skype, email, chat room. You can catch me at Goddess in the Moon on Mondays from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can just walk in or make an appointment there. Otherwise, by appointment at my office in the Nashville area. So lots of ways to reach out and find out what's going to be going on for you around this lovely holiday season. And until next week, I wish you all a sweet and delicious week. Bye.